First impression is very clear with Steve. He was a cocky guy. And, to back that up, he was very competitive. We're both pretty competitive in sports. He's younger than me and more athletic than me, so I always was always challenging him.
And Steve came out in a Union Jack onesie and then a silk robe that he had wrapped that he had received from China. But it was this thing that just broke the ice with so many people to say, hey, this guy's not only smart, he's really fun, he's really self-effacing, and he just established so many strong relationships from that one simple move.
So he would get up early in the morning and go water skiing and down through the river. They were talking about the fact he would be so happy. They could hear him hooting and hollering as he was going down the river. He takes whatever moment he's in and he just savors it in a way that is really quite special.
One of the super skills of Steve's is he's a guy that brings people together, and he's a passionate guy, and if Steve calls, people take his call.
A convener of people. He brings people together. He loves it when they get to know each other and they create the kind of bonds that he likes to create with them.
And Steve, when he first came, decided that he wanted to establish a CEO roundtable with other businesses within Maine.
I met Steve about 5 years ago. He was part of a Maine-based CEO networking group. His ability to seemingly check out of everything else that's going on and check into a conversation is just absolutely, it's one of a kind.
But it's part of their DNA to build community, and it's part of Steve's DNA to make sure that he's fostering that. And I feel like, if anything, he's just made that a bigger part of the L.L.Bean presence here in Maine.
He builds great teams, he builds trust, he's open, he's transparent. But then he gained this incredible knowledge of L.L.Bean, and he's just this lifelong learner with a passion to get deep into all subject matters.
From woodworking to hiking to outdoor work, well-read, well-studied, has interests all around the world, and the best marketer I've ever known, and a high energy level. So
his real commitment is to do the best that he can and learn from the experiences that he has in relationship with each person he comes in contact with, and then do it even better the next time, the next day, the next opportunity that he has. And that continuous learning commitment that I feel like is really driven by his natural curiosity is such a powerful leadership trait that he brings to the business organization, for sure.
Huge congratulations to Steve. This is amazing and so fitting for him as such a tremendous leader.
I couldn't be more proud of Steve. I think the recognition is so well deserved.
Has earned it by virtue of his own hard work throughout his career, but also just the way he inspires other people around him to improve in their own leadership practice. I know that's been true for me.
Honored to be a great friend of Steve's. We've learned a great deal from one another, and I hold him in the highest regard.
I've often thought of myself as one of Steve's students. I'm always watching Steve and always learning from Steve, because Steve has found a way to live a balanced life. Steve is an exceptional business leader. He is an exceptional family man, and Steve finds time to take care of his person, himself. I've learned from Steve the importance of finding balance in all three of those aspects of life, and when you truly find balance, how great you can be at propelling yourself in all three of those categories: business, family, and managing yourself.